स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Namaskar to all of you. Welcome to the study of Science of Worship or Significance of Worship, Puja. In the last session, we had finished the Vaniprakar Chinta. Imagining a wall of fire, we had finished that in the last class. So after that, this Vaniprakar Chinta, we are going to the Dehamarjanam. So we had seen in the Vaniprakar Chinta, imagining a wall of fire uttering Ram, that is Agni Bija Mantra, throw some water as if in a circle all around, and imagine that you are surrounded by a wall of fire so that no obstacles can approach you. So that is the Vaniprakara Chintanam. You are creating a wall of fire, just like in the computer or on the internet, so that no virus or no malware or no uh, phishings and so much other these things should not attack you. You create a firewall. So like that here in puja also, we really create a wall of fire by telling the mantra. So that mantra for that is Agni Bija mantra. Agni is god of fire. So his seed syllable is, you can chant it as Ram or Rang, that instead of completing the M with the lips, you can just stop that sound in the nose, nasal sound, Rang or Ram. So either of the two can be done. So that is the Agni Bija mantra. Then you have to take that consecrated water from the Samanya Arghya, then take it in the hands like this, in the palm, then throw it around in circle around you, a big circle. So there will be a wall of fire around you, protecting you from all the negative forces or any other bad influences. No obstacles will trouble you. So this is called imagining a wall of fire. Last time I gave the example of Sri Ramakrishna while he was doing puja. So when he used to do this process, this step, he could really see a wall of fire with so many tongues and flames of that fire protecting him, so that no other forces will enter in. So after this process, we are going to the next process, that is called the Dehamarjanam and Atmaraksha. Dehamarjanam and Atmaraksha. So I am just teaching you the pronunciation of this step. So the spelling also I am going to read it out. Deha, D-E-H-A, Marjanam, M-A-R-J-A-N-A-M. So here, Deha Marjanam, that A there in Ma is elongated, that is Dirgha. As I told you in Sanskrit vowels, there are two types of vowels, that is the Hrasva, which is chanted only with 1 unit of time, it's called Matra. So then it is Hrasva. If it is chanted taking 2 units of time, it is called Dirgha, that is 2 Matra, or if it is more than 2, it may be 3 or more than that, it is called Pluta. Example is A is Hrasva with only 1 unit of time, then A is 2 unit of time, then A is Pluta, 3 unit or more than that is Pluta. So now it is, if we put on that particular vowel, now on the A we have put one stroke on the head. It means that is elongated, or it is what you call Dirgha. We are using 2 unit of time. Deha Marjanam. So now Deha means body. Marjanam means protecting the body. That is the pronunciation. I will now ask you to chant that pronunciation. I have told the spelling Dehamarjanam. The A after M, that is the A after M is Dirgha. Deha Marjanam. So that is the way we have to pronounce Deha Marjanam. Okay, can you please repeat that step? Deha Marjanam. Thank you. So meaning is, simple meaning is protecting the body. Now there are some mantras, there are the process. I will take you through the process of Dehamarjanam. So note this process. What are we supposed to do in Dehamarjanam? Protecting the body. How are we to protect this body? Uttering the Mula Mantra. I have told you earlier, for different deities there are different Mula Mantras. For Ganesha it will be different, just like Om Gam Ganeshaya Namaha or Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Then Shiva, we know that Om Namah Shivaya. Then Devi, Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Like that, there are so many Mula Mantras. I have also told you that single-celled, single-lettered mantra is called Bija Mantra, seed syllable. Then if there are more than two, it is different type of mantra. If there are 3 letters or 4 letters, then it is another type. So Mula Mantra is one of them. So there are different types of mantras. So 4 or 5 types of mantras. Amongst them, Mula Mantra is for a deity, particular deity will be different. Here we are just taking, because we are doing worship of Ramakrishna, we will be taking the Mula Mantra of Ramakrishna. If you are worshipping any other deity like Durga or Shiva or Narayana or Vishnu or Surya or Ganapati or Subramanya or Devi, whatever, the Mula Mantra goes on changing. Now we have to repeat the Mula Mantra. So what is the Mula Mantra that we have to repeat here for Ramakrishna? Om Aim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Shri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. We have put that there on the screen. You can see that mantra 1 is the Mula Mantra of Ramakrishna. If we are doing puja of any other deity, Hanuman or Rama or Krishna, then it goes on changing. So here, because we are doing Ramakrishna's puja, we will be telling that. So for different deities, it will be different. So all these mantras which we are doing, all this process, Dehamarjan, everything is common for all deities. But when we do the proper worship, then the mantra, the name will be, there also the mantra will be very similar, only the name will be changing, that's all. At the most, the Bija mantra may change. Otherwise, it is all common for all the deities. All this process is common for the puja, worship of all the deities. So now we are giving the Mula Mantra of Ramakrishna, that is Om Aim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Shri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. I will take you through the chanting of that Mula Mantra. I have already taken you through that earlier also, but there is no harm in again repeating that. Om, we all know. Aim, because in other countries we are writing AIM. You may wrongly pronounce it as aim. That's why I have written it as IM. I elongated dirgha, so that it becomes Aim or Aing. Aing or Aim. Okay. Om, Aim. Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya. Wherever on the head of that vowel, if there is a stroke, then we have to think that it is dirgha, elongation should be done. Om Aim Sarvadevi Deva Devi Swarupaya Shri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. Will you please chant it after me? Om Aim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Shri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. That's the Mula Mantra we have to chant. Then uttering this Mula Mantra, we have to do some process, movement of our hands. So we will see what it is. What is that we have to do uttering the Mula Mantra? We have to pass both the hands, both of our hands, the palm portion, over the body from head to feet and from feet to head. So the process is shown there in the picture. You can see there two pujakas or the worshippers sitting there. So one is from head to feet. You can see then the hand is, you can see the palm, one of the palm is going to crisscrossing. You can see the markings there. It is crisscrossing. And again back also it will be crisscrossing. You can see that. It is a process. Because I cannot sit here on the asana and show you. because the screen and the camera is only limited to my torso or the upper portion of the body. I cannot show here, demonstrate. I can only demonstrate a little so that you will not be confused. I will demonstrate a little. So now see here, the hand starts here, then it goes down to the palm. We are sitting in the Ardha Padmasana. Then again it will cross like this. You can see now the crossing is taking place like this. So this is the way. See, this is going down from the head to the toe. Then near the toe it changes, it crisscrosses. Then it is coming up. You can see it is crisscrossed. Then again it will come back. So it is plain. Again it will go down. Okay. So that process is shown there. You can see that. So that is the way I have shown you. I think it is clear now. So what are we supposed to do? I just showed you the movement of the hand, but it should be done with the chanting of the mantra. So what is the chanting of that mantra is our Mula mantra. I will do that with the chanting of the mantra. You can note that. You can also, if possible, you can sit in the Ardha Padmasana, the half lotus posture. Then you can do that. You can start from the head. It is given there from the head. Om Aim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Shri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. Om Aim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Shri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. Okay, like that. I have shown you the process as well as doing that. It is called Dehamarjana. I think you have practiced it and you have seeing the picture there too. So the first slide, or in the first picture in this slide, it is the first picture with that black and white picture. It is a linear picture, dotted matrix picture. Then there is a live picture there that I will be using for next purpose. So I will again repeat this process. Dehamarjanam Atmaraksha Cha, protecting the body, uttering the Mula mantra Om Aim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Shri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. Pass both the hands over the body from head to feet and again from feet to head. Now the process is over. One process. The next process in this Dehamarjana is then placing the right palm over the chest. See, it is given there. The process, the photo is given there. You have to keep the right palm on your chest. It is shown there. You can see it is kept on the chest, the right palm. Can you see that? Yeah. So you can now place your right palm on the chest like this. The photo is also given there. Then placing the right palm over the chest, repeat the mantra. What is the mantra to be repeated? I showed you the action to be done. Now I will again show you the mantra, what is to be repeated here. The mantra is, it is given there. The mantra 2 and 3 are to be chanted. It is on the screen. The mantra 2 and mantra 3. What is the mantra? First mantra, the second mantra. Om Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. I'll first chant it separately. Every word will be chanted separately. Then I will teach you how to do it together. Om. That's the mantra 2 there given. It's in English. Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. I have told you the meaning of Swaha, why it is used. Swadha, Swaha, Namaha, Vashat, Vaushat, all those things I have explained in the beginning of the puja worship. Om Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. So now I will take you through the spelling of it. Om, you know that. Durge, D-U-R-G-E. So it should be pronounced as you know the Mother Durga's name. So Mother Durga's name is taken for our protection. Especially in North India, the belief or Shraddha is, faith is, while you are traveling or while you are embarking on any other work, if you take the name of Durga, what is going to happen? So the husband of Mother Durga, Shiva, will be sitting on our vehicle or will be with us holding on the trident Trishula and protecting us from any accidents or any obstacles. So that is the belief. If you take the name of Durga, if you chant Mother Durga's name, then Lord Shiva will be sitting on the vehicle or will be traveling with you and protecting you from any accidents or obstacles, holding his trident. So that is the belief in North India, especially in Bengal, Orissa, Assam and other areas. They will be doing this process whenever they are starting to any other place, any small travel, they will take the name of Durga so that there will be no obstacles or accidents. So likewise here too, we can see in this process, Dehamarjanam, protecting the body, we are invoking the name of Mother Durga. When we chant the name of Durga, Mother Durga will come, or Shiva with his trident will be here to protect our body from dangers or any accidents. So that is the belief, that is the faith. So again, I will take you through that process of mantra. You can chant that mantra after me. Om Durge, Om Durge, Durge. Another time. Rakshini, Rakshini, Swaha, Swaha. Now here, Rakshini, the word there is Rakshi, Rakshi, Ni, Rakshini. So here the N, on the N you can see there is a dot on that N. That means it is not the regular Na. It is the tongue will be touching the upper palate, that is Ana, Na. So there are two types of Na. Tata Dada Na, Tata Dada Na. So see, just like in the vowels we have Kaka Gaga Nga, Chacha Jaja Nya, Tata Dada Na, Tata Dada Na. So this Na and Na, you should know the difference. This particular here is N, on that if there is a dot, top of the head of the N, if there is a dot, that is called Na. Murdhanya, it has to be pronounced as Na. The tongue should touch the upper palate, Na. If it is another one, Tata Dada Na, the nasal sound, the tongue will not touch the upper palate. What is touching? See, Na. It is touching the teeth on the upper row, Na. But if you are touching the palate, upper portion of the mouth, Na. So it will be a different pronunciation. Na and Na. Here it is Rakshini. Rakshini. So the pronunciation is clear. Om Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. So that Swa is also Dirgha, that is elongated, and Ha is also elongated. That's why stroke on the A and another A, H-A also. So Swaha. So the mantra is Om Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. O Mother Durga, please protect me. Rakshini means please protect me. That is the meaning of that mantra. So shall we chant that again? Now hold your hands, palms on the chest and chant the mantra. Om Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. So there are two times Durga's name. It's not one time. Om Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. Together it will be Om Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. Okay, you have learnt it. Now the mantra 3. We are going to the next mantra. Now holding the hand like this, we have to chant the next mantra. Similarly, but what is the mantra? Om Am Hum Hat Swaha. Om Am Hum Hat Swaha. That is the mantra. I will take you repeating that mantra bit by, that is the word by word. Om, you know. Then it is A is also the second one, which is So in the swara or in the vowels, we have first one is a, then another one is a. So if you put a dot on that, it becomes am or a. Nasal word ang, om, ang or am. Then the next one is whom, H-U-M. The U is elongated, that is dirgha, whom, am, whom. Then it is phat, swaha again. Om, am, whom, phat, swaha. The am can be pronounced and whom can be pronounced only at the nasal, so that you will not understand it or hear it. So I am making it ma, am, whom. Otherwise, it should be in the nasal, ang, whom, phat, swaha. Om, ang, whom, phat, swaha. Okay, I will keep my hand on the chest and do the mantra completely. Om Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. Om Am Hum Phat Swaha. Now both of us, all of us will do it. Again, will you chant? I will chant one by one. You can also chant after me. Om Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. Om Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. Om Am Hum Phat Swaha. Om Am Hum Phat Swaha. Now the process is over. What is that? Dehamarjanam Atmaraksha cha. This process protecting the body. What are we supposed to do? Uttering the Mula mantra, that is Om Aim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Swaha. Pass both the hands over the body from head to feet and again from feet to head. Then placing, after this process is done, repeating the mantra. So then placing the right palm over the chest, repeat Om Durge Durge Rakshini Swaha. Om Am Hum Phat Swaha. So now we have finished Dehamarjana. The step Dehamarjana is over. Now we are entering into the next step, that is Pranayama. Pranayama. So now the next process is Pranayama. But before entering into Pranayama, we have to know the theory behind that Pranayama. What is Pranayama? What is the meaning of Pranayama? See there, you can read the spelling. I am taking you through the pronunciation of the step Pranayama. P-R-A, A is elongated, that is Dirgha, Pra, N-A. So on the N there is the dot on the top of the N. That is, you have to do that Murdhanya, Na, Prana. Then A is also elongated, so Prana. Ya is also elongated, Y-A, Pranayama. M-A. H-A is Pranayamaha. Means that is the first case. If there is any ending there, aha, Pranayama. So it is the first case in this thing. Vibhakti Pratyaya, it's called Vibhakti Pratyaya. So it is the first case, Pranayamaha. So P-R-A, elongated, a stroke on it. N is the Murdhanya, that you have to touch the tongue with the palate, upper portion of the mouth. Prana, Ya, Maha. Pranayamaha. So what is the meaning of it? Regulation of prana. So I've taken you through the pronunciation of that step, Pranayamaha. Then the meaning, simple meaning has been told, regulation of prana. Now we'll come to know something about pranayama, the theory behind it. What is pranayama? Control of prana, regulation of prana. So we have to know pranayama means simply control of prana. In Sanskrit, it is broken as pranasya ayamaha. Pranasya ayamaha. So simply means control of prana. Most of us will think prana means breathing. No, it should not be confused for breathing. The breathing process is only, the act of breathing is only the grossest form of, grossest expression of the force prana. So then what is meant by prana? Prana, one of the prana is Vayu. whose various manifestation in the body is the breath. So it is not even Vayu. One of the expression, Agni, the electricity, then the wind force is called Vayu. So there are so many expressions of prana. Prana means the original force. The original force. We see so many forces, energies in this external world and in our internal body and mind. So the subtlest form of force is thought force. Thought, intelligence, and all those things are also force. So the grossest we see here in the external world of movement of the hand, movement of the head, walking, everything is expression of prana, movements. So there is electrical energy, there is the magnetic energy. So these are all different forces. Water current, so many currents are there. Flow of electrons is called, that force is called electrical energy. So there are thousands of forces, but there is one force which is the original force from which all these energies have come out, or the expression of that subtle original force. That original force is called as prana in Sanskrit. So what is prana? Prana is the original force of all the different expression of forces. So in our body, the gross forces are, there are 5 gross different energies in our body. It's called prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. 5 energies in our body or forces in our body. Expression of it, gross expression of that is prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. 5. So there are another 5, what do you call, subtle expression of prana, energy in our body. Krikala, Kurma, Devadatta, like that. Another 5 subtle forces are there. So now, what is this prana? Controlling or regulating that original force, and then through that you will take over control of all the other forces, is called pranasya ayama. Now, how can we catch hold of that force? It is so subtle, we cannot understand the original force, subtlest of the subtlets. So in our body, the external or the grossest expression is breathing. So many other forces, external forces are there. But why do we take only the breathing? Because it is connected with the thought force and intelligence. It is directly, it can be taken back to the thought easily. That's why we take up the breathing, which is the grossest form of external expression of that prana. So prana is the infinite, all pervading, creative power that is the cause of this universe. I will take you through another process too to understand this prana, because all these things have been told by Swami Vivekananda in the introduction to Raja Yoga about this prana. There Swami Vivekananda tells us what is chemistry. The study of matter on this universe, here in this world, the study of matter is called chemistry. What is physics? The study of forces or energy is called physics. So now, what is their aim? They're trying, our scientists are trying in chemistry to find out the original matter. So they are breaking all the substances. They broke it and they went inside to find it was the molecules. Then still further investigation led them to the atoms, and still further thing led them to subatomic particles. Now at present, they have even broken the subatomic particles and gone to the level of quarks, QUARKS. So they have not got yet further. So they have ended it here. So they may succeed going on again after so many years of experimentation and research. They can go and go and go on. But our Munis, our Rishis, the great scientists, they long back, maybe thousands of years back, they have found out the original prana. See, first of all, they will go to the grossest expression of the physical things. As you go on now, even quarks are broken and it goes to the original elements, that is akasha, that is ether, then vayu, the air, then akashad vayuhu, vayu or agnihi, fire, agner apaha, from fire we get the water, up of prithvi, then this earth. So these are all the five element. So our rishis and munis, especially in Sankhya Yoga, Kapila Maharshi's Sankhya Yoga, they even go further inside, breaking these five elements still further. So that will go to the subtlest form, still internal. That is the again the subtler akasha, subtler vayu, subtler or subtlest vayu, subtlest akasha, subtlest agni, subtlest water, then prithvi, the original elements. So the original matter is called akasha. It's not space. It is not even the thing the present day the people call as ether. You can just give the name ether, that's all. But akasha is that original matter. So they have gone deeper. So from further quintuplication of these subtlest five elements, so we get the gross one which we are looking at this world. Now the present day science has not even gone to the grossest form of these five elements. They have not found out. They're going, they will find it out because it is just 50 or 100 years old. So it will take time, nothing to worry. Our Hinduism and our religion is thousands of years old. So they have found out many things. So now the original matter in Hinduism or in our scriptures, according to Sankhya Yoga, it is called Akasha, original matter, from which everything is made out of. From everything has come. That's why we saw that the infinite, all-pervading, creative matter, or you can't call it creative, it is matter. But what is energy or prana? Like that, if you go on subtler and subtler investigation, the original force is called prana. That is the infinite, all-pervading, creative power. So you have to know the relationship between this prana and akasha. In our scriptures, it has been told, what is this akasha? Akasha is the original matter. What does it have? So when this akasha is not active, it is not dynamic, it is just in the state of rest, it is in its potential form, it is called the original matter akasha. When the same akasha starts vibrating, it comes to its dynamic form, it starts pulsating. The same original matter, when it starts pulsating, when it gets converted into force. So that is in its kinetic form, and that is called prana. So they are not different. You think that the interconvertibility of matter and force is found out by Einstein or the recent scientists. But this thought of interconvertibility of force into matter and matter into force was already there in our scriptures long, 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 long back. So the force, when it is not active, when it keeps quiet, it stops pulsating and vibrating. It is in its potential form, that is matter, the same force. The same matter, if it starts vibrating and pulsating, then it is akasha. So this akasha, original matter, with the help interacting with this force, is the cause of all this creation. Otherwise, you may be wondering, let us take the example of our grossest, the smallest thing, the thing which the scientists have found out, it is the atoms or subatomic particles. Now, if everything, this table, this cloth, the screen, the glass, the umbrella, the everything, the book, originally if you go on inside, it goes to the subatomic particles. Then what is the cause of all these varieties and differences? What caused this variety? If everything is done from the atoms or the subatomic particles, everything should have been looking alike, but all things are looking different. What is the cause of this difference? What has made the difference? So it is the force, it is the energy that has made all the difference. So taking up that subatomic particles, but in our scriptures it is the akasha, still very, 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 very subtle. So taking up that original matter, so this force at different frequencies or different levels of pulsation, vibration, so it causes the difference. So this table wood looks like wood because of that energy. Difference in the level or frequency of energy. So the cloth looks like cloth because in the difference in the force. So force is the energy is the or the prana is the cause of the varieties in this world, the creation of this world. So these are the two things, original things. The original matter is akasha according to our scriptures at different levels of vibration and pulsation. So the same akasha, the original matter is taken up to create these varieties of this universe. So that's the reason why we have seen the explanation. So I went into a deeper aspect of this prana. We have to know. So the control of that original energy is called pranayama. How are you going through that? Now the grossest expression in our body is breathing. Through the breathing, you will go into the movement of the lungs. Through the movement of the lungs is caused by the muscular action. So that muscular action is done by the command from the nerves. So through the nerve energy, through the nerves, we are going to the brain center. In the brain center, we are going to the thought that brain, movement of the or the command from the brain to the brain where the command from comes from the mind. So to the mind where that command from the thought. So we are going to that original thought. From through that thought, you are going to still subtler thing, that is the prana, the original energy. So going back to that original source of energy and getting control of that, regulating that, and you becoming the master of all that prana, that is called pranayama. That is pranayama. So prana is the infinite, all pervading creative power that is the cause of this universe. So you can understand this sentence only with this explanation. So I gave you. So from now onwards, wherever the prana or akasha is referred, it is referred to this original matter and original force. So prana is the infinite, all-pervading creative force that is the cause of the universe. The manifestation of all power is only from the vibration of this prana. The power of prana, prana shakti, that prana shakti or energy residing in the universe, moves the universe and residing in the body, activates the body, stimulates thought in the mind, kindles reason in the buddhi, intelligence. The sun, the moon, the planets, the stars, and all the objects in the universe are merely different vibrations of this prana shakti. It is a control of this all powerful prana that is known as pranayama. Now you have come to know what is pranayama. It is not breathing exercise. Pranayama is not simple breathing exercise, only one grossest form of the breathing, the pranayama. One of the external expression of that pranayama is breathing exercise. So you should not confuse pranayama to be only breathing exercise. Through breathing exercise, we are aiming something, we are going inside to see control, take control of the energy which is controlling it, that is the prana, the original prana. So the sun, the moon, the planets, the stars, and all the objects in the universe are merely different vibrations of this prana shakti. It is the control of this all-powerful prana, and that is known as pranayama. The Upanishad also says that the imperishable Brahman, that is the original God, alone is prana. He alone is again the speech and the mind. The all-powerful prana can be regulated and brought under control by pranayama. This removes mental restlessness and makes the mind steady. How can this get control of the mind, and the thought and the restlessness of the mind can be controlled? How can it make this pranayama, this breathing exercise, make the mind steady? So now again, it's another interesting subject. So have you noticed your breathing when you are very angry, when you are very stressed up? when you are very, what do you call, fear, when you have fear, anxiety, when you are depressed, notice it. Go back to your memory and see. When you are very angry, when your mind is disturbed in restless state, what happens? Your breathing will be very short. Suppose you get angry on somebody, now you are about to start the fighting and everything, or you are very afraid and now you have to run. How will be your breathing? Very short, isn't it? But imagine when you are very cool, when you are very at peace, when your mind is very happy, notice your breathing. Will be elongated, very, very long breathing, slow. So you can see the difference. At different thoughts, the pattern of the breathing will be different. So now, by taking control of the breathing, now it will be a different pace. For different people, it will be different ways. You will be breathing in different manner. That is based on the thought of your mind, based on the thought of your, so that your thought will be expressed in the form of your breathing, either elongated, calm, quiet, slow, or very fast. So for the restlessness and other things. So if you now consciously make your breathing elongated, slow, then automatically your mind inside, your thought inside also will get controlled and it will become quiet and calm. So it is the reverse engineering. You're taking back through the breathing, you are making it calm and quiet and cool. That is only a very grossest form of expression. I have done that. It is much more subtler than that. So because of time, because this is puja class, I can't take you through all those things. I've just given you a very short or brief expression or control of pranayama. This much is enough. So by this pranayama, we can remove mental restlessness and we can make the mind steady. That is the goal. The all-powerful prana, original force, can be regulated and brought under control by pranayama, through which we will make our mind, it removes the restlessness of the mind and makes the mind steady. So this is the theory behind pranayama. So I've taken you through the theory. Now we will go to the proper pranayama, the exercise, breathing exercise and other things. So I have given, you can see the photos are being given there. I will take you through that. So first I will tell some other ways by which we can do the pranayama. Now pranayama, regulation of prana. Folding the right forefinger and middle finger as in a fist. The right hand, the forefinger and the middle finger are to be folded like in the fist. Okay, you have folded it like this. Then now two fingers, the other end of the two fingers, there is the ring finger and the little finger are empty. Now the thumb is also now free to use. Only you have folded the forefinger and the middle finger like this. Okay. Now how are we to place these fingers on the nose? I will show you. It is given there. So folding the right forefinger and middle finger as in a fist, close the right nostril with the right thumb. Close the right nostril. See, this is my right nostril because it is a reflection here for you, your right nostril. Don't imitate me because the right will look left and left will look right in the camera. So I'm just telling you which nostril has to be closed with the thumb. So close the right nostril. See, I'm closing it, right nostril with the right thumb. Okay, right hand, right thumb. I have closed it. And the picture is also given there. Then repeating the Bija mantra of Saraswati or Guru or of the pure consciousness, that is Aim or Aing. Okay, or Om. You can either repeat it Aim or Om. It's better, easy is Om because we all know Om. We will repeat Om. How many times are we to repeat? The ratio of this repetition is 1:4:2. We have to do the inhalation, then checking the breathing in the breath in the lungs and the putting out of that of the lungs, the ratio should be 1:4:2. So because the beginner should not do too much of the time gap should not be too big, so it should be minimum. That's why I'm taking you to the minimum ratio. The when you become experts, maybe after 1 year doing or 6 months, better 1 year, after 1 year, if you are doing it regularly, this pranayama, if you are doing, that too can be learned by a competent guru. Otherwise, if you do some experimentation and if you do it wrongly, it may also be the cause of disease or some trouble too. That's why please don't do it. Experiment it and do it wrong way. You should hear properly and then do it. Otherwise, you have to do it under the guidance of a competent guru, a person who knows it, who is an expert. You can learn it from yoga guru or pranayama guru. So do not do the numbering and other things too much, increase it suddenly and get into trouble. It may cause you some disease. So I'm just warning you not to do is rampantly or suddenly increasing the numbers and tomorrow you forget. No, it should be from slow, very less, to do it regularly, steadily every day, and then gradually increase it. So you can increase it to the highest only after 1 year or 2 years. At the beginning, the ratio should be very less. So I'm taking you only through the smallest ratio, minimum ratio. Okay. So let us now take the ratio as I told you, 1:4:2 is the ratio. What is the minimum thing we can do here? So we can take it as 4:16:8. Remember, 4:16:8. Now we shall continue this process, then repeating Om 4 times. Now closed. I have shown the pose there. It is also on the picture. The hand, how we have to close it. Then close the thumb right with the of the right nostril. Then inhale. That is, inhale means take the breath, the outside, the oxygen or the air inside the lungs through the left nostril is open. The right is closed. Now the left nostril is free, open. So through the left nostril, take it inside. Inhale. Inhale means take the breath inside through the left nostril. Keep count on the fingers. Your left hand is free. Keep count on the finger of the left hand. So how much count you have to do? Remember it, I told you just now, the ratio 4. So you have to do 4 times. Om. Om, 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 4 times. Om, 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 4 times. So that much you have to take it. Fill up your lungs with the breathing. Okay. Then what is to be done? This process is called, what is this process? Remember it, it is called Purakaha. So we have given that thing there. The first person doing the picture, the picture 1 is showing how the posture of the posture, how to do that. Then the hand posture. Then the picture 2 you can see we are showing Purakaha, Puraka, and it is written P-U-R-A, Puraka, Puraka. So Visarga is added to make it Purakaha. That means the first case. Purakaha. So Pu is elongated. So on the P you should have put a stroke to make it, or U. On the head of the U you have to make it elongated to show it Purakaha. Purakaha. Okay. So you know the pronunciation of this term, Purakaha. That means filling in the lungs with air. How? I have shown you the process. So what is to be done? Repeating Om 4 times. Inhale through the left nostril. How the left nostril is open? Because you have closed the right nostril with the thumb. Keeping count on the fingers of the left hand which is free 4 times. This process is called Purakaha. Purakaha. Okay. Then after that, close the left nostril also. First we have closed the right nostril. We took the air inside. Then after that 4 times, close this with the 2 other fingers, the leftover fingers, that is the ring finger and the little finger. Close the other nostril. Close. Don't close it and until don't keep it for a long time. No closing now. I'm just showing the process. You don't close it now. It's only to be closed for the period or the time of, what is the ratio I told you? 1:4:2. Now 4 means how many count should be kept? 16. Now you have to, when you close both the things, you have to keep the air within. The count should be in the left hand. Om 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 16 times. Now you have to open it. What this thing have to be opened? Which nostril? Then releasing the right thumb. Right thumb is to be released. Then the other nostril is open. That is the right nostril is open. First you had closed the earlier, whatever we took the air from that, you have opened that. So then releasing the right thumb alone, the other should be closed. Only the right thumb is to be released. What is that right thumb? Exhale through the, exhale means put out the breath through the right nostril. Repeating the mantra again, Om. As earlier, what should be the count? In the left hand, how much count should you keep? What is the ratio? 1:4:2. So now, if you have started with 4, the ratio of 4 is 16 there. That is, the kumbhaka is to be made 16. Now you are giving out the rechaka is to be the 2 times of that, that is 8. So keep the count on the left hand finger while you are exhaling through the right nostrils. So how? Om 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 8 times. So you're repeating that Om not through the mouth, otherwise the air will go away. It's not through the mouth. I'm only showing it, demonstrating it. It should be done in the mind. The repetition should be done in the mind, not through the mouth. Otherwise pranayama cannot be done if you do it through the mouth. So inhalation and exhalation is to be done. That's why it is not to be repeated through the mouth. It should be repeated. It should be counted on the left hand palm, left palm. But the counting, that Om chanting should be done in the mind. Okay, is it clear now? So now we have finished one portion. We have not completed one pranayama. We have completed only one portion of the pranayama. So now this exhalation, putting out that air. Now the minimum number was 8. So this putting out, exhaling the air is called rechakaha. What is the first thing? Inhaling the air is purakaha. Holding the breath inside the lungs is kumbhakaha. Kumbhakaha. So the photo can be seen there. The middle person, the picture 3, and I have written there Kumbhaka, Kumbhakaha. Then exhaling, putting out the air, the fourth photo you can see there on the screen, that is called Rechakaha, Rechaka, Rechakaha. Puraka, Kumbhaka, Rechaka. So Kumbha, Bha. That's why it is Kumbhaka, Kumbhakaha, Mahaprana. So Puraka, Kumbhaka, Rechaka. Re, that A should be elongated. Re Chakaha. Re is elongated. It is not shown there. R on the E, the stroke should have been there on the head. So it is elongated. Re Chakaha. So you have come to know one part of the pranayama. I will now show you. Continue to do the next portion of the pranayama the same way, repeating the same procedure. That is Purakaha, Kumbhakaha, Rechakaha. Now again Puraka is through the other nostril. Which is that other nostril? Right nostril. How are you closing that? With the right thumb. That is the thumb of the right hand. Starting with the right nostril. Again repeat the procedure. What is that first procedure? Puraka, filling in the air. Once more, what is the ratio? 4 times. Starting from the left, right nostril, again repeat the procedure once more. Puraka, Kumbhaka, Rechaka, putting out through the left nostril. So then again doing that. Starting from left nostril, once more, the same procedure, Puraka, Kumbhaka, Rechaka, in this way. One completion of 3 times of Puraka, 3 times Kumbhaka, 3 times Rechaka is one pranayama. Is said to be achieved. Now one pranayama is achieved. So I will show that complete one process. Okay. I can't talk at the time when I'm doing the pranayama. I'll be counting it only inside within. So you can just note it. You can just see it how I am doing. One whole pranayama, one round of pranayama is being completed. Now, how is it done? I open this. I have from the left, for my left side is this side. So I have opened it. The right nostril is closed. I am taking from the left nostrils. Close. Sixteen. Then open the right nostril. 8. Exhale. So this is half of the pranayama. Again, inhale. Close. Kumbhaka. 16 times count. Rechaka. Open the other, this thing. Left nostril. Exhaling. 8 time count. Again, take it from the same left nostril inside. Fill it up. Puraka. Close. 16 times count. Kumbhaka. Keeping inside, retaining the breath. Again, releasing after the 16 times. Exhaling. That's 8 times. So now 3 times Puraka, 3 times Kumbhaka, 3 times Rechaka. This whole process is called one pranayama. So you have learned how to do pranayama. So one pranayama I have shown you. So such pranayama, the way in the beginning you may do some 21 times or 10 times minimum. Don't go do it at all too long a time. It will spoil your health in the beginners. Once you become experts, then the competent teacher whom you are learning will teach you how much you can do. So, but in the beginning, you have to do very less, maybe 10 times, 15 times, 20 times, 21 times. That's enough. Don't do it more. This is only to control the mind. As you go on doing, in the beginning, you have to do a Nadi Shuddhi. Nadi Shuddhi is there will be no Kumbhaka. Taking in the air, no retention, just putting it out. So, by doing Nadi Shuddhi, you will be doing preparation for pranayama. So after that, you can do pranayama. But minimum pranayama, that is the ratio of 4 is to 16 is to 8, is not harmful. So you can do that. But don't do it more than 11 times or 21 times. 11 times is better. Minimum is better. That much. For puja, while doing puja, this much is enough. 11 times. So I told you one pranayama is 3 puraka, 3 kumbhaka and 3 rechaka. I have also demonstrated it. Next time in the next class also I will demonstrate it again so that you become perfect in that. So one pranayama, how much has to be done? 3 purakaha, 3 kumbhakaha, 3 rechakaha. Then such whole one pranayama has to be done 11 times. That is not anything compulsory number. You can do it even lesser than that, but don't go increase it. That's all. So this is pranayama, process of pranayama. I told through that we will be controlling our mind and our mind becomes calm and quiet. That is a process. But Nadi Shuddhi has to be done as a preparation for pranayama. It will help you to, it will cleanse your body and the Shuddhi of the Nadi will happen and then you are prepared for pranayama. Okay, I think we will end the class today because we have already completed our time. We will close today's class with the closing mantra. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।